What up, YouTube? I just had my second experience on YouTube. Like, I mean, I guess I would say like being a guest on somebody else's channel. And I ain't gonna say who that was, but um it's interesting. But I chose to go on this particular person channel because, they typically talk about the same things I talk about, from what I heard. But I haven't caught one of those combos yet. So I kind of got caught up in this whole mess with, the messy side of YouTube, and it's messy. I ain't know it was that messy. Um, but it got me thinking, and it got me like seeing how things are, and I like to take, and I think we all should take messages from anything that we digest. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally. So it got me thinking about, Judas and the Black Messiah, which is a movie that, pretty much a lot of people talking about. And I feel like it's exactly what the culture needed right now. Especially with everything that's going on with George Floyd and Brianna Teller. And it is based off of true events, story of Fred Hampton, who I was familiar with the story, but I did learn some things from the movie. But I think my point is that we need to know these things before people make a movie about it, because it's like now, which is good. A lot of people thinking like, oh man, like people tend to get hopeless when they see things like this happen, and it's easy to get that way because now it's like, oh, well, what's the solution? You know what I mean? Because we see that what was happening then is still happening now, and it's messed up. I mean, it's messed up. It's bad that in 2021 you can be sitting, well, even 2020, 2021, 21st century, 22nd century, whatever you want to consider it. You could be just sitting in your living room and get murdered. You know what I mean? You could be in the comfort of your own crib, and the police will come in there and murder you, man. And it's smoke you like it ain't nothing, with no consequences. You feel me? Um, and I think that was a lot of the Breonna Teller situation. Bokeem was his name. The one that got hit with the Amber Geiger situation. I'm drawing a blank. But those situations are probably why. Well, not why, but was probably the motivation to make a movie like this, the Black Messiah, Judas and the Black Messiah. But it's a lot of Judas out here. A lot of Judas out here, man. Um, Freddie Gibbs say it be your own damn homies to set you up. He say it be your own damn homies. Judas set Jesus up, and that's where the name come from. Judas and Jesus. But he right, man. A lot of times it be the person that's closest to you, and in this situation is kind of like that, but not exactly. And we have to shed a lot of the toxic traits that keep us from just viewing this as normal. You know what I'm saying? It's not normal. It's not normal that somebody can be around you, befriend you, accept you in his family. You do the same for them. Eat with your family, eat with your kids. You know what I mean? And lead to your demise. You know what I mean? And I just started watching. What's her name? Love Dorsey. She keep it up all the way a being, all the way a being. She did. She talked about this. She talked about basically sleeping with the ops, and just talking about how a lot of times we normalize these things. And man, I think if we educate ourselves outside of entertainment, even though Fred Hampton was very educated, we are now that we're, now that it's, 50 years later, we are in a position where, we should be able to vet these different things. And not saying that, he was lacking in any way. His organization was like that the Black Panthers was lacking in any way. But just to see how powerful he was and how powerful they were as an organization, and then see that it come down, even though he wasn't the only one, to see that how one person, one weak link can bring it all down. And then think about the fact that we don't have nobody in this generation that's on that type time right now, because we all so focused on being entertained. Is kind of it's kind of scary, you know what I'm saying? So we can't really be looking for a solution if we're not actually looking for a solution. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, ideally, instead of having, if we came from an era where we had Fred Hamptons and Huey P. Newtons and Rap Browns and um, the list goes on. The list goes on and on and on. But now we don't have nothing but, YouTube stars, Instagram models. We taking our advice from the wrong people, man. Instagram models is, who we taking our advice from? Instagram, celebrities, pretty much. And we don't want to do none of the footwork, man. None of the footwork, man. And you just look at all of the work that they put in, and we get to sit back from privilege and be like, oh man, he should have did this, he should have did that, they should have did this. Oh man, this boy did that, this boy, he did that, he did this. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I know that, YouTube is not the best place to try to spread like a positive message, but it's a start. And I'm gonna start coming on here and sharing different historical things that are relevant to today's time. So maybe I'll take a historic concept and I'll bring it up to today's time, and give examples. I'm not sure exactly how, but yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. And I just hope that people tune in and learn something that may not necessarily be the most entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't all about entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And I won't always be this mellow. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a little bit more upbeat, but right now it's just a little late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, shot my podcast today. Me and Rick G's, G and Jay Reezy got a podcast called Make the Norm. So go and follow that. Make the Norm podcast. Make the Norm Media on YouTube. Make the Norm on Instagram and Facebook. Let's make the THE Norm, and the NORM, like as in normal. And it's just like the basic concept is that, us, the way we move the culture, the way we hold the culture up, like we're the culture's background. So we shouldn't be looking for nobody else to define what cool is or what acceptable is or what's decent or what's popping or what's lit, what's in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that Black women should be following the steps of Kim Kardashian when Kim Kardashian is following in the steps of Black women. You know what I'm saying? It's backwards, like chasing your tail. You know what I mean? But, it's like they say, man, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So don't let that go over your head. You know what I mean? So this is the first installment of Elevator Vision. I'm trying to elevate you in the building and make sure you make it back to the building. Peace.